Mama June, Pumpkin facing serious health issues? Shocking picture reveals she's covered in sores. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. Pumpkin Eford has left Mama June fans surprised by prominent sores on her face. They are concerned about her after she posted a video on social media. While her skin has never been flawless, she is still quite young. Due to having 3 children, her hormones might have fluctuated, impacting her skin complexion in a short span of time. However, Pumpkin's current skin condition has sparked alarm among fans. This had led them to speak out publicly on different platforms. She has been making headlines for a while now for multiple things. Before showing her swelling, she had been slamming Josh's girlfriend in her fiery posts. But what caused her wounds on face? Is it some hormonal issue or a jab from someone? Read on to get the full scoop. Mama June, Pumpkin's past moves sparks criticisms from fans. Mama June, family crisis star Pumpkin Eford has often made fans worried about her life. Since she ended her marriage with Josh Eford, fans believe her life is turned upside down. Like her Unideal past decisions, she has been making absurd decisions after her split. For instance, she filmed several TikTok videos where her children have been crying in the background. More than once, Pumpkin also handled raw meat and then gave bottles to her babies without cleaning her hands. Additionally, fans criticized her for installing car seats the wrong way, pointing out her imperfections at doing anything. Later, she and Josh broke up, and it surfaced that she had allegedly slept with her husband's cousin, Darren Kitchens. From that time, fans kept worrying about her reckless life choices. Mama June, fans speculate about Pumpkin's health after TikTok video goes viral. A Reddit thread came into being to discuss Pumpkin Eford's face after she posted a TikTok video. The video featured Pumpkin along with her sister, Alana. As the sisters promoted their business, Mama June fans took notice of Pumpkin's sore face. They highlighted the speckles on her cheeks and forehead, expressing concerns in the comments of the thread. Some of the fans questioned the reason for such sores on Pumpkin's face. They further speculated about her potential drug use or other bad choices. Viewers also pointed out her overall appearance, noting her half-closed eyes, greasy hair, pinned pupils, and scratch marks. A few comments discussed about looking rough, as many reflected worry about her well-being. Without any solid evidence, most of the fans didn't mind openly speculating about Pumpkin's addiction to drugs. It seems her face has probably reminded them of her mother, Mama June's drug case. By expressing disappointment at the situation, they hoped that Pumpkin wouldn't fall into destructive habits. Lastly, a group of fans compared Pumpkin's current attitude with her mother's. They discussed how she has been living alone ever since she separated from Josh and started dating Darren. In the meantime, fans also hoped that Pumpkin would take these comments as a wake-up call and solve her health issues. For the latest Mama June Stars updates, keep coming back to TV season and spoilers. The Shannon family has never been far from the spotlight, but this time it isn't drama, custody battles, or relationship chaos drawing attention. It's something far more alarming and heartbreaking. A new image surfacing online has fans and followers concerned about Lauren Pumpkin Eford, Mama June's eldest daughter, and the cornerstone of stability in a famously volatile family. The shocking photo reveals what appears to be severe sores on Pumpkin's arms and face, raising urgent questions about her health and prompting a storm of speculation. Is Pumpkin facing a serious medical crisis? For a family known for public meltdowns and reality TV chaos, this particular twist feels far more raw, more real, and far more troubling. The picture that sparked the storm. The photo in question is grainy and clearly taken on the move, but the subject is unmistakably Pumpkin. She's dressed casually, seemingly unaware of the camera, her expression weary and distracted. But what's captured the most attention isn't her demeanor, it's her skin. Visible blemishes, reddish marks, and open sores dot her arms and chin. The image has now gone viral, igniting fan theories, armchair diagnosis, and a wave of concern unlike anything the Shannon family has experienced before. This isn't a fashion misstep or a cosmetic oversight. The marks are too distinct, too clustered, and too reminiscent of something much more serious than a bad breakout. Some viewers compared the image to past photos of individuals suffering from stress-induced skin conditions, allergic reactions, or worse, illnesses with deeper systemic young and previously vibrant as Pumpkin. The sight of her in such apparent distress has rocked even the most casual fans of the family's long-running reality saga. A sudden shift. Just weeks ago, Pumpkin appeared as strong and grounded as ever. As the legal guardian of her younger sister Alana Honey Boo Boo, and mother to 4 young children herself, she's long been hailed as the mature, level-headed matriarch of the next Shannon generation. When Mama June's own behavior became increasingly unpredictable, it was Pumpkin who stepped in to protect and stabilize the family. But in hindsight, some fans are now pointing out subtle signs that something wasn't quite right. There's been a noticeable dip in Pumpkin's social media activity, fewer public appearances, and an air of exhaustion clinging to the rare photos she has shared. Followers are now re-examining those images, questioning whether the clues to her current state were hiding in plain sight all along. Was she silently suffering while keeping up a brave front for the cameras and her family? The toll of responsibility. Pumpkin has carried an extraordinary weight for someone so young. Taking on legal custody of a teenage sister while raising multiple children, all under the scrutiny of reality TV cameras and the relentless judgment of the internet, is enough to wear anyone down. But Pumpkin never complained. She rarely lashed out. She simply did the work, changing diapers, managing teenage meltdowns, attending court hearings, and navigating the emotional minefield that comes with being Mama June's daughter. That kind of stress doesn't just leave a psychological mark. It can manifest physically. Dermatologists often cite chronic stress as a major contributor to a host of skin conditions, including eczema, psoriasis, and stress-induced hives. In more extreme cases, psychological strain can weaken the immune system, allowing dormant viruses and infections to flare up. The sores in the photo could be indicative of such an internal battle, one where Pumpkin's body is sounding an alarm louder than any cry for help ever could. Speculation runs wild. With no official statement yet released, the internet has stepped in to fill the void with theories, some plausible, others deeply concerning. One prevailing belief is that Pumpkin could be suffering from an autoimmune disorder, many of which cause flare-ups that present as skin lesions or rashes. Lupus, for example, has been linked to similar facial and body sores. Others fear that it could be something infectious, such as a staph infection or even shingles, which can strike unexpectedly in high-stress individuals. Then there's the darker side of online speculation. Some corners of the internet have pointed to the family's history with substance abuse, particularly Mama June's past, and wondered aloud whether the patterns are repeating. While there is absolutely no verified evidence to support this, it speaks to just how deeply entrenched public perceptions of the family's struggles have become. Unfortunately, in the absence of truth, rumors thrive, and in the world of reality television, even the most personal and painful situations are rarely granted the dignity of privacy. The family reacts, or doesn't. What makes the situation even more unsettling is the resounding silence from those closest to Pumpkin. Normally, when one member of the Shannon clan is under scrutiny, the others circle the wagons, offering support, clapping back at haters, or at least issuing vague public reassurances. This time, nothing. Mama June, who is often quick to post, share, or comment, has said nothing. Alana, who usually engages regularly with fans, has been conspicuously silent. Even Josh Eford, Pumpkin's usually supportive husband, has kept a low profile, refraining from posting or responding to inquiries. To fans, the silence speaks volumes. Is it because the situation is worse than anyone suspects? Or is the family simply trying to maintain some semblance of privacy in a world that so often denies them that basic courtesy? Either way, the lack of transparency has only fueled the frenzy and deepened the concern. The weight of generational trauma. Looking at the bigger picture, it's hard not to see Pumpkin's condition as a tragic consequence of years spent living in survival mode. Raised amid chaos, exposed to public scrutiny from a young age, and thrust into adult responsibilities long before she was ready, she has never had the luxury of normalcy. Generational trauma, particularly in families marked by addiction, poverty, and dysfunction doesn't disappear with one season of positive headlines. It lingers, often erupting in the very people who work the hardest to heal it. Pumpkin has always been the rock, stoic, steady, dependable. But even rocks erode under constant pressure. If she is indeed battling a serious illness, whether physical or mental, it could be the culmination of years spent putting herself last.